I still crack when I think about that's the way that I heard him make it onto American Idol. Good afternoon, Ben.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. It's been a little bit of a journey for you since last time we talked. You had just made it on the show, and now you're part of the show.
Yeah, I think the last time we talked, it was right after Group Rounds aired, and it did that, and then top 11, and we found out the top 10 on Thursday night.
It's quite exciting for us because we have local people that live here that are your relatives, your friends, your fans, and you're pretty much the talk of the town, which is kind of a cool thing.
Yeah, it's definitely cool. The support from back home has definitely been immense, and definitely gives me encouragement and all kinds of good feelings that I can take out to California with me, because it's not it's a lot different out here than it is back home, and feel homesick sometimes. But yeah, that support it really comes in handy.
Well, you sang "Turning Home," a great song written by Chesney and recorded by David Nail, and I knew exactly why you were singing that song, because small town football games, all that stuff is so important, and you were trying to send a message back home, right?
Right, and the only thing that I wanted to get across with that performance was, I just wanted to make my hometown proud and make them, not just my hometown, but everybody in Middle Tennessee in general, and in the whole state of Tennessee. Just wanted to make them proud, because everybody knows those small towns. Everyone that's back home lives in one of those small towns. And when I heard the theme was Home Week, that was the first song that popped in my mind, because I love that song. I love David Nail, and just wanted to bring that out that week.
Well, we got Jim West on the line with us, and he's a big fan of yours as well. Jim?
One of the things I wanted to ask is how structured is your day over there with American Idol? I mean, do they have you doing something like every hour? I mean, what's it like?
Well, we pretty much get up. I think we started at about 8:15. We won't get done until about 4, so it's a normal work day, about 8 to 5, but usually it consists of rehearsals and interviews and footage and stuff like that. Usually anything, our biggest day is Monday. Tuesday is more of a band day, and then of course Wednesday and Thursday are show days, and those are definitely the two busiest ones. And then on Friday, we start working on next week. So it's definitely a six day a week, probably 10-hour days usually, and it's got to find time to sleep when you can.
I'm just wondering how you were able to pack so much UT and MTSU clothing into your suitcase.
Well, I had a funny story. When I did come into the airport in Nashville to come out here, I had to take my shoes out and take a bunch of clothes out because it wouldn't fit, because I guess it was too heavy, because I had so much clothes and stuff. And unfortunately, all the caps that I have has some sort of a logo on it or a team. Most of it's just a team, but they're cracking down on logos for advertising reasons. And so I can't really wear any of that on the show, but you will see some orange in the show. I can guarantee you that.
Well, we're proud that you're representing your colors like that, and I know your fans and your family and friends are so excited, and I think I read a posting where the longer you go, the more they shot some behind-the-scene footage back here home, and so the more you're voted further along, the more of that footage will be seen, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of footage that's been taken of my farm and of my family. There's some footage that was taken at Benny and Tilly Graves' house, which they live in right up the road at Defeated, right down the road from Difficult. And I tell people that all the time, and they look at me like I'm crazy. So, there is no way you have two towns in Tennessee called Defeated and Difficult. And I tell them that there absolutely is, and you need to go there one day. But yeah, we've got a lot of footage that we've shot. It's going to be seen hopefully in the next few weeks. So, it gives me incentive to stay around for a while.
We were talking earlier last time about, you said that Jennifer Lopez was very, very pretty, and you said that Harry Connick Jr. was a handsome man. After his criticism last week, is he still a good-looking guy?
Oh, he's a good-looking cat. Yeah, he's actually performing on the show he's actually performing on the show this week. I'm excited to see him, because he's a very energetic entertainer. But the judges were very critical of everyone last week, and I don't know what it was. I didn't mind it at all, because usually when the judges say anything that's not positive, you immediately get this, get a little anger built up and you get mad, like, well, why did they not say something good? And then you go back and watch it. And then for me, I realize I'm like, okay, well, they're right. This is what I need to work on. This is, something that I did wrong, stuff like that. Because that's how I better myself as an artist, is just figuring out what I did wrong and then learning from those mistakes. So they were pretty critical of me last week. They said I shouted and didn't really feel it. But the main thing I wanted to do was sing about my hometown.
Well, that's
make them proud.
That song is one of those songs that it really, you have to go beyond a verse and a chorus to really build the emotion of that song.
Yeah, and it was for time purposes, because we only have about 1:45, 2 minutes to sing, so that song is almost 3.5 minutes long. So we definitely got to cut out a lot of the fat there, but, we had to move some verses around, and we moved the really important verses around that, that really drove the meaning of the song home. And, of course, the backdrop really did help with the stadium lights and everything.
Ben, something that your fans may not know is that on Wednesday night when you go live, it's 7 o'clock here in the Nashville area, but out west in Los Angeles, it's 5 in the afternoon. Does that throw you off? Does that throw you off at all at being so early? And how hectic is the time leading up to the live broadcast?
I'll be honest with you. I've been out here for 4 weeks now, and it's kind of grown on me. I tell you what, the air is a lot different. I haven't really felt that great the past few days. And people drive a lot crazier out here. But I've gotten used to the time change. The first few weeks, it did took some getting used to. But leading up to the show, I'm going for me because I kind of break off. I don't really talk to a lot of people. I'm listening to my song. I'm kind of getting mentally prepared, to perform.
Getting into the zone, so to speak.
Yeah, pretty much getting into that little zone where you're that's all you're really thinking about is your performance, and then kind of leading up to that, that's what we do. But the hectic time starts right there at about an hour and a half before showtime. People start coming in. We go to hair and makeup. We go to wardrobe and all this crazy stuff that happens before we even get on the stage.
You do a rehearsal. You do a rehearsal too, don't you? Or do they?
We'll do a run through of the show when we sing, beforehand. It's a really short, basically dress rehearsal. Like today, we were running over doing something called camera blocking, where we would here's where we're going to be, and here's where we're going to stand, and stuff like that. Little things that if you don't practice can look really bad on TV. But during show days, other than the rehearsal, we don't really do all that much. We kind of stay together and make sure we get everything done. But I like to get off by myself and maybe read a book or something, and just kind of get my mind in the right mindset.
I want folks to follow you on Twitter as well. You got some great comments on there, and also on your Facebook. And just keep up with Ben, and be sure to vote. Don't get lackadaisical. Be sure to get out there and vote for your favorite contestant. And of course, when we watch American Idol, we see your face on TV. It reminds us that we got a little bit of home out there in California. So proud of what you're doing, my friend.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I really do. Appreciate the support back there, too.
Anything you want to say to your relatives or friends? They've been listening, and we've been posting this stuff on our Facebook. So anything for the relatives?
Well, I'm not going to tell you what song I'm doing, obviously, but I can tell you that a lot of people wanted me to do something different, and something that a lot of my family's wanted me to do for a while. I'm doing this week, so you got to watch. I know I don't have to tell them that. I know they're going to watch anyway, but it's going to be a fun show.
Have a great time out there, and we hope not to see you back home too soon.
Yeah, I'm going to stay out here as long as I can.
Get a tan and keep working on that makeup.
Yeah.
God bless you, buddy.
All right, man.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate it.